Hey there, in this video, I'm going to show you how to replace your coolant or antifreeze in your 2013 to 2022 Honda Accord. This video will apply for whatever engine you have in your car. This is sufficient for the inline 4, turbo inline 4, and V6 Accords. All right, so let's take a look at what we're going to need for this service. First off, you're going to need a funnel for when we fill the coolant back up. You're going to need a gallon of the 50-50 mixture coolant. Make sure you look up and make sure you get the right one for your Honda Accord. It must be this 50-50 mixture. If it is not, you'll have to add water to it. So just go to the little AutoZone or Advanced Auto and make sure you get this with the 50-50 mixture. Or you can just get this antifreeze directly from Honda, which isn't a bad way to do it either. And for that, it's only going to be about a gallon. If you have the 4-cylinder cars, it's going to be about 0.9 to 1.1 gallons. And if you have the V6, it's going to be about 1 to 1.2 gallons. However, it's not going to make a big difference, so just get 1 gallon. If you really are stressing it, you can go get another small bottle to just top it off. But that should be all that you need. Hey, so I'm actually taking this while I'm editing this video. Do not use this coolant. Only use this kind of coolant if you are flushing the entire system on your car. Otherwise, you have to use the Honda Type 2 OEM coolant. You can only get the Honda coolant. You cannot mix the coolants. So for me, I'm a complete idiot, and now that I've got this whole job done, I gotta jack the whole car up and flush the coolant again because I'm an idiot. Do not be an idiot like me. Use the Honda OEM coolant. So with that being said, continue on with the video. And then of course, you're also going to need shop towels because you're bound to get coolant on you when you're doing this. So I just recommend either getting a roll of paper towels or shop towels just to help clean up a little bit. And then finally, you're going to need either some kind of bin or something to catch all the coolant when you go to drain it. Now, if you have either the V6 or the turbo 4-cylinder cars, you're also going to have a jack and jack stands so you can lift the car. Unfortunately, since these engines take up so much space, you won't have enough room to reach down here and loosen the drain plug to release the coolant. You're going to have to do that from underneath the car. So you're going to need either a jack and jack stands, or if you have car ramps, that'll work great too. All right, so we get under the front of the car. You'll see right here, this plate with the 2 holes. This is where we're going to place our jack so we can lift the car up. If we go on the side of the car right here, you'll see under the door, you have this pinch weld in the front, and that's where we're going to place our jack stand. I almost forgot to mention, make sure that your car is turned off for a while and that the engine is cool. The last thing you want is get hot boiling coolant all over your hands. It will scald you. It is not fun. So make sure that your engine is cool. All right, so now that we got the car jacked up, we grab our bucket or whatever you want to use. Get under here. You'll see this gap right here, right under the front of the car. And in that, you'll see that little nub right there. And we're going to just twist it just a little bit, and we'll see coolant is going to start to flow out. And there you have it. We're going to come up here and pop your cap off on your radiator. That's just going to help the airflow better into your radiator, and so that your coolant comes out just a little bit quicker. Make sure you get all of it out. All right, so now we're just going to let this drain for about 20 to 30 minutes. I got lucky. My cap wasn't on there super tight. If yours is and you're struggling to get it off, just take a set of channel locks like this, put it on there, and just twist it off. But it shouldn't be that tight. You should just be able to get it with your hand. So now we're just going to wait 20 to 30 minutes. So go grab a drink or something and just wait for that to stop flowing out. All right, so while that's draining, I wanted to show you what I was talking about. Since this is the V6 and it takes up so much space, I have no way of twisting that cap way down there, which you can't even see. If you had the 4-cylinder, you would just be able to reach down here and twist it that way. If you had a small enough pan, you'd just be able to slide it under. You wouldn't need a jack or anything like that. So that's how you would do it in a 4-cylinder. All right, so it just finished flushing. For those of you who are wondering, it took me about 17 minutes for all this to drain out. So we'll move that out of our way. And then we can come up here and grab that guy and tighten him back all the way until it's nice and snug. And that should be good. Don't over tighten it because this is plastic right here and you could crack it. Just make sure it's nice and hand tight. All right, so now we can go back up here to the front of the car and you'll find this little container casing right here. All we're going to do is we're going to pop this off. And then this, just set it down somewhere here. And then all you have to do is pull this straight out. There's a little clip and it just sits down there. So it's really nice. There's no nuts or bolts that you have to screw off. So it just pops right off. And then we can dump all the remaining bit of that in our tub. And then just put it right back in its slot. All right, so now we're going to come over here and grab one of our funnels. And we're just going to come back, chuck it in there, and we're going to fill this up just halfway. So I filled this up just a little bit less than halfway. The big thing is just make sure it's between that max and min line, and you should be good to go. All right, so now we're just going to take our hose, you stick it back in here, screw it on all the way. And then we're going to take our funnel and put it in here and we're going to fill it up with coolant. All right, so we put our funnel in and we can get our coolant and start to fill it up. When you do this, just make sure that you slowly pour your coolant in because your radiator will tend to fill up really quick and it will start to overflow down here. So just make sure you put it in really slow and we're going to put the entire gallon of coolant in. Okay, so for my car, it took just a little bit less than a full gallon. So now we can take this funnel out and then just put our cap back on and then we're pretty much done. All right, so now that we're in the car, we're just going to turn it on. Sit here, or wait till we hear the fan come on twice. All right, so there's one time. And there's the second time. All right, so now we can just turn the car off. And congratulations, you're good to go. And so y'all are aware, your first coolant flush needs to be either at 120,000 miles or at a 10-year interval. This is a 2015 car, so it's 2025, so I just did 10 years. This car has 105,000 miles on it. After you do that, your next service needs to be at 60,000 miles or 5 years, whichever comes first. And then so on and so forth. Just keep doing it at every 60 or 5 year interchange, whichever comes first. Thanks for watching.